What is going on, Knights of Vex? Welcome back. Sorry I have not been able to stream the past 2 nights. Celebrating birthdays, guys. Parents' birthdays, 3 days apart. Both nights of the GAC streams, so apologize for the lack of GAC streams, but we're here for a final September stream of the month. We're going to unlock Master Mace on the alt account and try to figure out this buggy tier 1 that everyone's having trouble with. Going to talk a little bit about the update. I'm probably going to have a video out tomorrow if I have enough time. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep today, but we got to talk about that big post. That was massive news, and I want to share my thoughts with you guys. Probably going to make a video on that. And then we're going to do some roster reviews. Roster reviews for everyone that... All the channel members will be getting a roster review today. I have to set a time mark because we haven't had a roster review stream all month, and I want to make sure I get the channel members. So, thank you to everyone in the chat. First chatter, Kiriko, what is going on, brother? Good to see you. Awesome streamer. We got Caesar, Vin Altabi, AJ, Brian, Mikey Mike, Swoga Gameplay, Superman, and Lou. Welcome to the stream, guys. Very happy you guys are here. Let's see. Yeah, it's been a minute, Swoga Gameplay. I haven't been live just because of the very busy weekend with my parents. I decided, you know what? I gotta dedicate some time to some family. So... But I'm here for good. Mikey Mike, Tier 2 of the Profundity Unlock is testing my sanity. I think Bit Dynasty has a really good guide on the Profundity Unlock. I would definitely check it out. Superman, my bro. What's up, bro? Blue Dog. What is up? My parents' B-days are 1 day apart. I felt that. Yeah, man. It's 3 days apart, my parents. Went out to a couple restaurants. Had nice family gatherings and stuff like that. So, it was a busy week at the Vex household. But, we're here, guys. How are we feeling about the update? Have you guys read the update yet? It's a lot to talk about. Relic 10, guys. Relic 10. It's actually insane. I cannot believe Relic 10 is in the game. It's just... I don't know. Didn't think we'd be getting Relic 10 along with this Relic Delta. It's kind of nuts. Great Poor, what's going on, dude? Not liking it, yeah. I knew there was going to be a mixed bag. I had a feeling. And it's just... I don't know. It seems counterintuitive. They're going to try to increase the speed to get people the relics. That's the one positive. Watched Arnold's video on it. Yeah, a lot of the creators Scribe made a video too. It's a lot. I think they should have never started with that, though. They should have started with that, though. Yeah, honestly. Not sure how I feel, but I know we can overcome. You know, my guild leader said that, like, there's been so many times in this game where everyone thought it was going to be the end, and the game was going to end. And it hasn't happened yet. So, we have to see. We have to see what's going to happen. I'm going to make more of a breakdown on my thoughts in a video, but long story short, if they make Relic 1 through 7 more accessible, like way more accessible... Maybe. Like, they need to make getting to Relic 7 very easy. There can no longer be a crunch for, like, the circuit boards, the bronzium wiring. Like, they need to eliminate that crunch. If you're going to force this higher progression and force the higher Relic 9, and you want to incentivize people to get their... Like, I get their logic, because my alt account, I haven't spent on that account in a long time, and I'm Kyber 1. I have the ability to punch up a lot because I don't necessarily have the relic advantage, but I have the knowledge and the skill and the off-meta counters to pull that off. So all the players that are investing heavily into Relic 9 are probably feeling a bit of discouragement because their big accounts are getting beaten by guys like me with Relic 5s. The downfall to that is that it's taking away skill, off-meta, and knowledge in the game and making it sort of a relic check. And I know that's like really early to say, but And then you're going to get people like, oh, you're late game, you can easily bump up those relic levels. I was at a point in my roster where I knew exactly what to upgrade and what not to upgrade for me to get the advantages that I need. Like, for example, my Treya. My Darth Treya squad on my ult account are Relic 3. I have a Relic 1 Scion. I could take out Relic 7 Gungans. I could take out Relic 8 Gungans. I could take out a number of other squads that are high Relic. What CG is trying to do is they're trying to eliminate the off-meta or the counters without the Relic advantage and eliminate it. So, in your opinion, do you guys think my Relic 3 Treya should be able to take out a Relic 8 Gungan squad? They're trying to make it so that the higher relics feel like they have a purpose. That you're not just relicking characters to relic them. Like they even said it in the post, for the majority of players, you're relicking either pilots, galactic legends, or an occasional tank. Which is true. Which is true. Unless you're extremely endgame and you have all the resources in the world to like dispose at your roster, there's no real need to like bump the relic levels of certain characters. So it's tough. It's a tough situation. My main account, like I said, I don't have a lot of full Relic 9 teams. I have Lord Vader clones. That's the only one I can think of. I have a bunch of Relic 9 individual characters, but full Relic 9 teams, definitely not. So we have to just see what's going to happen. Like, I don't want this to eliminate off meta. And then I'm worried also about, like, undermans. Like, Wampa solo at Relic 5 is probably not going to be... is not going to cut it anymore. You're going to have to bump him up. It's very difficult. Alright, I see some positive comments. I'm happy they're working on some new game modes. I agree. I remember when Relics came out, I didn't have one... I didn't have one was going to take forever, and it did. And what else is they going to... yeah, I getcha. Relic 7 is going to be the new baseline. 100%. Great port. Guys, the days of Relic 3 and 5 are unfortunately over. And this isn't all aspects of the game. This is a majority of the game. Like, for the end game, is what I mean. Like, there are creators that don't wail out on characters right away. You take it slow. So, what kind of bothers me a little bit, and this could be just me, like... this just could be a me thing. They got our hopes up by pretty much releasing an update where you can take characters to relics even if they're not at 7-star. So we're finally like, we get to utilize characters without hardcore whaling. Like, we can actually use datacrons on them. They're usable. That update is practically useless. I'm sorry. If you're going to allow us to have a relic, a 5-star Relic 1 character, cool, we can put a datacron on it. But what is that going to do against a Relic 7 or Relic 9 team? It's like, it seems kind of useless to do that update. Looks like it's... the lighting on this is always messed up. That update seems like kind of useless right now. Maybe it's good for like mid-game players that want to take, you know, 5-star characters to relics, which is probably counterintuitive anyway. You rather focus on characters that are 7 stars, you're going to get the journey guide. So I remember watching or talking about it with Nooch that even if you can get a character from 5 stars to Relic 1, it's probably not the most efficient way to utilize your roster for the earlier mid-game. So it just seems kind of weird. It just seems kind of weird that they're going to, oh, you guys can take characters at 5 stars to Relic 1 now and Relic 3, and they're going to be absolutely useless. Like, Relic 1 and 3 is probably like the old Gear 12 or Gear 11. It's like, it's not even a thing anymore. It's the next evolution in this game. Relic 7 is like the new Gear 13 Relic 5 or something. It's just different. This is like my early on thoughts. I have more that I want to talk about, but like, it's just what I'm feeling at the moment. Why punish players who have a better skill set? Yeah. Guys, they have to think about monetary value too. Like, they need to... I understand. You want to have a good return on investment for the Relic 9s. Relic 9 is not easy to get. And you want it to be meaningful. It's tough. It's not even accounting for datacrons. It's not even and I asked this question for my guild, and I don't really know the answer. So, for example, if you're facing a Relic 10 Galactic Legend, right? Let's head into game so I can show you guys, actually. Just so you can see it there's going to be a significant damage reduction, right? If you go into the Galactic Legend Unique, damage they receive is decreased by 30%. So, is this going to be also on top of the Relic 9 Relic Delta? Because are they going to be taking, like, if you take 65% plus 30, that's 95%. Or whatever the percentage is right now of the difference. You're not going to touch a Galactic Legend. It's insane. Yo, what's up, Athro? Let's see. With the new system, the best relics would be AoE attackers, so you can double or triple their AoE damage. Possibly. You're right. Vin Altabi, I can't believe CG didn't put out that statement to start the whole thing. Their media director must be drunk or have won his job at the office Christmas party. They should definitely have started with that, I agree. JML gets shafted with this kit. Does he? EA got bought out by a Saudi prince. I saw that. If your skill set is so powerful, why leave? True that. You just found out how CG operates, giving your small quality of life improvements and slamming you big buck update. Yeah, it's repetitive, I guess. The stars weren't the problem, it's always been the gear. That's true. They contradict themselves quite a bit. They created era battles and tiers for assault battles to make Relic 9 more appealing, and it worked. Why not expand on it? That's a really good point. I mean, you do have an advantage for Relic 9. You get an exclusive tier of the assault battle, so you're right. Like, there is exclusivity to Relic 9. It's funny how CG claim how people are not investing into Relic 9 because of the benefits. It's because it's so expensive or slow or get droid brains. Like I said, they need to make it easier to get to Relic 7. The Bronzium and the Carbonite circuit board crunch is astounding, and the price in the shop is insulting. Like, what they need to do is this section of the shop needs to be reworked. This needs a total overhaul. If you're gonna make us spend 900 get to currency for 2 Bronzium wiring, what are you smoking? Like, this right here needs an overhaul. I'm on a free-to-play account, and by far, it is almost impossible for me to get this stuff unless I dedicate an entire week or two to farming the Chirotech farm node so I can get the Bronzium wiring. Other than that, it is almost impossible for me to get enough Bronzium wiring to get the characters up to Relic. They need to make this more accessible or cheaper and provide more. If you're going to make us spend 900, give us like at least 30 or something. Make this 50. I don't know. It's very expensive. So, I think number one, this needs an overhaul. These prices are insulting. I would never recommend anybody at any stage of the game purchasing these right here. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. So that needs to be fixed. Second thing, these are inaccessible for the most part unless you're doing the new Sith raid. Or you have high relic characters in a couple assault battles. This is very hard to get, and it's currently gating me for Lord Vader in my free-to-play account. Like, they want us to bring characters to Relic 8. It is insanely difficult. You can't even craft these. That needs to be changed. They need to fix the signal data is becoming insane too. It's like, I can't keep up with the signal data. So whatever they're doing, they need to increase the influx of these currencies to make it, well, easier. You want more characters or more players to invest in Relic 9, make it easier to get to Relic 7 first. How about that? That's a start. That's just my opinion. The shop overhaul has been atrocious. I wish the prices were different and beneficial. Yeah, I mean, where else do they show it? Is it in the episode? I mean, I do get it here. I do get these on my alt account. It's still very pricey, but I wish they would provide more. There's got to be better ways of getting this. It's just very, very difficult. And I'm not talking about me. Like, I'm a very late game player on both accounts. For my free-to-play account, it's almost impossible. It's very difficult. So, that's just like a little bit of a discussion to talk about that. gonna try to make more of a video breakdown of it, to discuss my feelings, but need to restore the old Java scavenger trade-in rates from years ago before they have the value. I almost forgot they did that, Sidious. I forgot they did that. A new signal data is coming to get characters for Relic 10. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't know what event or game mode they're going to talk about. That's just going to be another way of gating some stuff more. Yo, what's up, Locked In? Hey, Vex, love your content. Been watching you for a while. Hope to face you one day. Just got to Rhodium 3, and I'm climbing. Locked In! Appreciate the kind words, and I hope we do get to face one day. That'd be sick. Think of a fight that Sith Eternal Emperor, even at Relic 9, normally needs a full team for. Let's say Relic 5 characters, and imagine the opponent's team is Relic 7. Does Relic Delta mean Sith Eternal solo would be better then? Maybe. Probably. I would imagine it would. Bill, hey Vex, I think we need to see everything and how it will work. I also thought the post stated it will not require hero relics up to a certain level. Did I read that wrong? I gotta reread that part. But I totally understand your point. We have to see how it's gonna turn out. Use the Java exchange and use old unusable gear. Oh yeah, I mean, I do too, but there comes to a point where this is very difficult and you're gonna run out. Like, I farm this node all the time, so I can get 156 to pull right now, but my free-to-play account is very different. Where's the big update that shows Relic 10? I just see the B-Wing marquee. Yeah, there's a huge post, Brian. Huge post talking about why they're doing Relic Delta. Hopefully with the change, there will be easier access to materials. If not, then the average of the community will multiply tenfold. Yeah, they have to do some sort of leeway with the current crunch. Pro Waffle, what's going on? Hopefully it's not the final days. Hopefully it's not. Boris, welcome. The Relic 10 single data is going to be in Scavenger. I think it was in the post too. Yeah, but who knows how expensive that's going to be. Or what it's going to take. There's always a catch. What irritates me is the fact of the matter that TG argues in bad faith, talking about Relic 5 beating Relic 9 teams. They talk about hard counters they designed themselves. They could have adjusted it. True. And I already talked to a content creator about, I asked that, has anyone ever seen a Gear 12 Malicos take out a Relic 8 Ray? Like, is that even possible? And apparently someone has done it before, but like, there must be a caveat to it. She must have been missing mods or something. In the post, it says, we want to stop Gear 12 Malicos from taking out a Relic 8 Ray. I can't imagine that working. But, who knows, guys? We do have to wait out and see how it's going to be. Like, my account, just to quickly show you, like, I have a Relic 5 clone, and I have, like, the bare minimum requirements besides Scorch at Relic 5. Scorch is at Relic 9. How are they going to perform? Like, I just don't know. And I'm late game, guys. Like, I have a Relic 5 Luthen. That's not going to cut it anymore. Relic 1 Scion. That's not going to cut it. Relic 5 Bad Batch. Resistance. I know Exposed doesn't really matter. Relic 3 Trench. Like, I didn't punch up hard on the relics on certain characters. Is my Relic 7 Shin going to be useless? I don't know. If so, that would benefit upgrading only a few characters to the highest Relic levels, not spending Relic materials on a broader roster. Yeah. Buff Assault Battle Rewards would be another way to go. Help with the Relic Crunch. Possibly. Shadow, what's going on, dude? 100% you can get a review today. Absolutely. We're going to start the Mace event in about 2 minutes, and then we're going to get to roster reviews. Great long 12-hour workday, just chilling before bed. Love the streams. The issues, the entire community doesn't want the Delta, but they're doing it now. Here is Relic 9. Yeah, it's coming. It's no way around it. It's coming. 100 Kairos each for one piece of single Relic. Could you imagine? I mean, the Cairo thing, I don't have a Cairo Tech crunch on my main account, but I could see that being an issue. What's up, Bob? Hi, Vex. Just joining stream always to be here. I appreciate you being here, Bob. Thank you. Relic 7 or bust. Seems that way. Gear 12 Malicos is not killing Ray. That's what I'm saying. Last couple of months, I've been taking everything new to Relic 7. All the old stuff is bare minimum or where Lightspeed bundles left them, I guess. All good, Devon. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Just talking about the new update. Sharing my thoughts. I just think it's lazy way out. They could keep it for PvE only at first and see what the issues will cause. Possibly. Heard the Mace event is cooked. Yeah, I've heard some stuff too. We're going to go right into it, guys, because I do want to get into some roster reviews. I just wanted to share my thoughts a little bit. I started this stream a half hour early just to talk about it. Did I do this already? Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and unlock Mace on the ult account. The only Relic 9 I have is Scorch because of the raid. I got him and Tarkin to Relic 9. He is at 5. I have him for 314 speed. I think I recommended on my video 320. He's above... Yeah, he's very fast, so my Scorch is modded way better. Tier 3 was a pain. I think if you mod for defense, you should be good. Only joined the game a year ago. Been free to play. I really don't want to have to leave the game for my account, Relic Delta. Bob, I would say just hold off. I think we'll figure out a way to get through it. But don't make any rash decisions. I hope that this doesn't kill the game. I'm trying to be as optimistic as I can. Always wanted to Relic 7 my entire Phoenix squad. They have a... Don't they have a mission? Don't they have a Relic 8 mission? It's not a bad investment, I guess. If someone had killed my Relic 8 Ray with Gear 12 Malicos, then CG should investigate for a hacker. I would think the same thing. Devon, that's good to hear. Hopefully it's easy for me today. So, this is my ult account. We're going to see how bugged this event is. Let's see if I can do it with no remod. Normally, I would go for Batcher first. But since they fixed the interaction, apparently, or I don't know if it is fixed. Do they have buff dispels? It doesn't really matter because they can really ignore taunts, so. Alright, let me see what this does. Get rid of the crit avoidance. I probably should have saved that, I guess.
Excellent donation.
Shadow is starting the stream with a $10 Vexcellent Super Chat. Long live Delta, Relic 9 everyone. Oh, I wish. Forgot, what does this do? Thank you so much for the Super Chat. The spell debuffs. Let's do that on him. Alright, this could be interesting. I gotta hold off. It's not too good. Definitely tougher than last time, I can tell you that. It's been a while. Decrease cooldowns on Scorch? Oh, wow. Okay, that's one attempt. Alright. We'll try that again. Relic 9 Finn and Zori, Era of Dominance incoming. Could you imagine? Alright, let's start with this, I guess. He just removed it. Oh, I'm supposed to do that on Scorch, right? Sorry, my bad. It's been a while since I've done the event. That should cleanse, I thought, right? Don't really like him going down. I feel like he's needed. Trying to cleanse. And now I'll do AoE next. That should get rid of him, right? Okay, cool. I'm gonna save that. I kind of want to get rid of Batcher. Kinda sucks. I guess I'm stuck here. Alright, I guess I'll do it. Wow. Did this earlier. Had to remod CX2 for a ton of damage. Save AoE Dispel after buffs from Omega. Interesting. Let's see. Buzz, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. I think Scribe did a video guide for Relic 5 as well, if you want to take a look. Scribe. His was at Relic 5? Is it from the new update or the post one? Because the first time I did this was a breeze. Alright, let me see. If I have to remod him, I guess I'll have to. I don't want him to get dispelled. Which he very well could. Yeah, that's what I mean. Alright, putting that on Scorch. Because you got the crit avoidance. Oh, wow. This should be a cleanse. Didn't get it on the one I wanted. Is this cleanse? I want to cleanse. I think I can afford to do that. Disarm, okay. Interesting. Okay. I just want to get rid of him. It's close. That's the one person I don't really want marked. Cleanse? Nope. I'm trying to cleanse and it's not really doing it. Let's see if Scorch can do it. This is kind of freaking annoying. Yeah, Batcher is annoying. I guess it's a little bit of RNG. TK basic always Scorch. Alright, we're gonna try it one more time without remodding. Don't worry about the cleanse? Okay. I'm gonna start with this, because he's gonna remove the buff anyway. Okay. Alright, I guess that's good. Oh, I messed up. He might be cooked. It's looking a little better. Oh, wow. That's annoying. Wow. Let me just see for a sec. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I guess I'll take it. Alright, well, that was a little trickier than the first time. Thatcher was hitting way harder, so, okay. Got through that. I think something is messed up with all them starting in stealth. TG posted about it. Yeah, I think, they're gonna try to fix it. Trinity, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. All I gotta say is this is a true of any event. At least it's not Malik event. Although a Malik event was tough. Hans, thank you. This one I remember being very easy. I just remember really targeting these guys. I don't have really good mods on her, though. Speed down is not good. Alright, no more speed down, good. And there's the speed down. Kiriko, thank you so much for hanging in, dude. Have a good stream. Oh, have a great stream. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Slowly getting there. Yeah, this one's really not that hard. That should be it. Yeah, that one's easy. That one's easy. Ugly but still a win. That's what I'm saying. Lots of offensive remodding for that one. Oh, yeah. So this is the trickiest one. And I got to see how I have him modded. This one I'll definitely move mods for. So he does not have the right mods. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and just do Order 66. Create. I'm going to see if I have anyone that has defense. That one seems pretty good. DTMG, okay. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't have this. Oh, that's an Omicron. Okay. Alright, let's try it. It's been a minute since I've done it. Second special, then use first special to clear ability block. Off Kanan when you have crit avoidance up. To do this, what, 10 times or something? I can't do this again. I have enough protection. I want to heal up with my basics. I do remember that one. I want to make sure you have a good amount of protection. I want at least halfway of protection. Alright, he took a double attack. I want one more. Let's see. We should be able to survive the hit. Okay. Don't like that dodge. Let's see. Do we survive? Barely. I don't have full defense sets. And we got really unlucky with dodges there. Hold on, let me see something. Let me check it here too. Ahsoka. I'll move it back after. That's an easy fix. Just remember to go back to Ahsoka. Alright, let's do that. I think the more protection's the best. This seems a lot better. Want a basic again. One more time. I want to double lap him. That seems good. Good days. Go back to basics. Days. I think I have an idea. It's starting to come back now. Shouldn't be too big. Okay. One, two. I do this how many times? 10? I need more protection. I will stall this out if I need to. Just takes time. I can do it. Okay. Gotta heal up a lot more. There we go. Double turn. Okay. I don't like the double turn there. Almost there. Oh, we got days. Nice. Let's do it. Should be one more time, right? I'm just playing it safe. One more time, I think. I should be able to live, but we've gone this far. I don't want to risk blowing it. Okay. Woo! Yeah. That was a little annoying in the beginning, trying to figure that out, but that's going to be Mace window unlock. Let's see. Last tier, everyone. What's up, Green? Just unlocked, and what Zetas should I focus for the team if I'm on a budget? I'll show you in a couple seconds. He's so much more broken in this event than in the game. Should have went for the other one. That's all good. And that's it. That is it. If you care about TW, maybe Mace. If you're GAC focused, new Bad Batch. I'd rather get Balin at all of them, to be honest with you. But really not that difficult. Try hard. What's going on, dude? It's going good. We just unlocked Master Mace on the alt account. We're gonna. I don't know how high I want to take him up. I guess I gotta take the rest to at least 7 now, right? There we go. A new weapon to my arsenal on this account. Let's take them all the way up. And we'll go over the Zetas quick. Oh, what am I missing? Relic 7? Probably right. I did save Zetas. Alright, what am I missing? Definitely not Chirotech. It's always the smaller pieces. I don't know why I did 15, that's fine. Okay. Let's do it. Mace is the auto king in PvE? Yes. Feels like more of like a PvE character than anything. It's a very poor weapon. Stuck at gear 3. He's strong in TW. Beat JMK, Jabba, Leia, and last TW array with... Okay, maybe there's something I'm missing then. I haven't really played around with him on my main account, to be honest with you. Maybe my guild is just holding off. I don't know. So you guys think 7, huh? At the minimum? And this is to go further beyond. Alright, Relic 7. I'm not going to have the best mods for him, unfortunately. I don't have a lot of offense mods to swing by. So let's check out the Zeta stuff. Let's go all the way up until the Zeta stuff. Okay, the basic is not a Zeta, so don't worry. Okay. If the target enemy was revealed, this damage is tripled. Okay, we'll hold that off. Seems like a 3rd place. Okay, this is nothing. Okay, Zeta. Whenever an enemy attacks out of turn with at least 1 stack of investigation, blind them for 1 turn, which cannot be evaded or resisted. That seems pretty strong. If All allies are Jedi Vanguard. At the start of battle, whenever an enemy dispels any debuffs, Mace dispels all debuffs on himself and inflicts all enemies with buff immunity for 1 turn. This seems pretty strong. Let's see. I think with like the GLs, we just have to accept some teams are better than other game modes. True. Am I doing Relic 9 run in the raid? I have to figure that out. That's a big investment. I have to see. Dusk, what's going on? Thank you for the congrats. Mace is only like 315 speed. That's still pretty fast. Tony, this is the alt account. This is Exile Vex. Tier 1 sucked more than I thought it would. I don't know what CG did. Yeah, it was rough. I failed like 4 times. Forgot to send a screenshot of the Wraith fight. I gotta see. I put the Zeta on the first because it annoyed me when I had faced Windu. That's just my opinion. On the first. You talking about on this one? I mean, the more damage is nice, but it takes time for them to get revealed. I mean, this one, the leadership seems kind of strong with any team attacking out of turn. So that's like Zori Resistance. That's Separatist Droids attack out of turn a lot with B1. This seems pretty good. I'm going to put them on all of them, to be honest with you. But this also seems very strong. I think it's a tie between the leader and the unique. The unique might be stronger. I think the unique is stronger because more teams have dispels. Zeta upgrade. I'm going to do all of them because I can, but that's where I'm going to leave them. The buff immunity one. Yeah, the buff immunity one seems like the strongest in my opinion, and then the leadership. Alright, how am I going to mod him? Because guys, I'm running low on mods in this account. I'm going to put the bare minimum for now. 6 speed? Why would I even do that? Oh my god. Six speed? 22 speed? Okay. Don't do what I'm doing. Waste. Alright, let's go health. Doesn't need tenacity. Some of the mods I've done are pretty questionable. Don't really need him. It's gear 11. This is a very slow Mace. Not good. 1.2 billion credits is... Yeah, I know, guys. 3 accounts is very tough. Not how you want to mod him. Not good, but at the very least, I'll work on the mods that are definitely going to stay. And I can afford to go up there. I'll do this one. Should I take it all the way? Of course. Of course. Okay. Not terrible. Let's do one more. Alright, protection. We'll keep that there. It's almost a plus 20. You know what? Let's take this one up. Let's see. Speed. Okay, good. There we go. 22 speed. He's above 100. He's above plus 100. He's looking prettier. I'm getting cooked. Alright, cool, cool, cool. We're going to get into Ross reviews any second. Just for the fun of it, I want to see how he can do on this tier. I'm just curious if he has any viability on Relic 5. Oh, wait, I have... I'm going to need Jocasta New for my 8, so let me think. 1, 2... don't really use him. No, I do use him, because he's on my Jocasta run. I don't use Shock T. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 as a team, and now this. I just want to see. The fun of mods. Oh, yeah. I'm curious to see what he can do on this account. This will determine if I want to invest any more into the raid. I also have to change my mods back to Ahsoka. I do not want to forget that. Okay. If this team is good for me because I can keep a team at Relic 8 for my Keller and Beck. Okay, that's good. I don't want them to get to Enrage. They're getting kind of close. They might get it. Let's see. Not quite. Alright, I want to try that one more time. Yeah, no, I know Ayla's good, but I need to save her for my other team. We were close there. Ren2G, what's going on, dude? It's been a minute. Let's see if the strategy is different. It's typically, I always do this. And then I do that. It's all about this. Just trying to get damage. I know he's not going to do a crazy amount. Close. I kind of need that to get a kill. That'd be a lot better. This seems better. And okay, it looks like we made it. Maybe first special there with Mace? Yeah, maybe. This is looking... I think once you get past here, I think you're fine. Fortunately, the raid is not full auto. Should have went for him. Yeah. This might be it. Love killing Fox immediately then win. Yeah, on the Relic 9 tier, he goes down on the first play. It's nice. But Relic 5, it's a little different. Okay, now he's hitting hard. Gotta hit like that in Grand Arena, dude. Okay. I have another good raid team. Masito. I just got Leia's ult, and to celebrate, I took her to Relic 8. What's the biggest focus on a Leia team? The biggest focus on a Leia team. You gotta make sure you do the right move with Drogon. So when she does the log move with Drogon, make sure he does a basic on his next turn. You're gonna pretty much get an annihilate. It's like a one-shot kill. Mod her for a lot of health, speed. Utilize R2 stealth to cover Jhin. Or cover everyone and expose Jhin, because Jhin also can't go down if there's a Radis on the team. She's a phenomenal character and one of the probably the best GL in the game, so. Okay. Guys, thank you for hanging out with me for the Mace unlock and for my discussion about Relic Delta. We're now going to do some roster reviews, so hopefully we can go for about, I'd say, an hour. I'm going to try to do my best. I'm going to try to see if I can maybe not do 10 minutes, maybe 8 minutes. If I could do 8 minutes, or 6 to 8 minutes, we should be pretty good. So, I have a couple in chat. Shadow. Definitely want to get to Shadow. Got to get to Andy Lee. Also, by the way, if anyone would like a roster review, if you're a channel member, you're entitled to one. And if you donate to the stream, you're also entitled to a roster review. Let me pull up the request. I got Andy's right here. Let me just quickly go over here really quick. Look at my notepad document. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Making sure I got everything up and running. Yeah, Dusk, I gotta see if I gotta make sure I get everyone that's a channel member first. Let me see. Dusk, are you a channel member? Let me see. Hey, TS Norquist, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Welcome to Knights of X. Spoke of gameplay, that's awesome. Wait, 6 out of the 9 JC's last 55 got cooked in the last round. Could have been 7-2. Hey, 6 wins is a phenomenal score. Yeah, Shadow, I got you. I'm going to get your ally code really quick. Just got to find it. Shadow. Maybe you DM'd it to me. Let me go in the DM. Shadow. Did you change your name recently, maybe? I'm looking. Oh, there we go. Let me see. I got you, Dusk. Lou Dog, you're entitled for one as well. So let me get this notepad document up and running. Alright, let me see. Alright, today's 9:30. Andy Lee. Shadow. Lou Dog. Okay, we got Lou Dog. Shadow. Devon, you are still a member, yes, on Patreon. Aatrox, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. Welcome. Alright, I'm going to start the clock on my phone, and we're going to start to get to some reviews. We're not going to do a full 10 minutes this time, because I got to be able to get through everyone. Alright, guys, starting now. Shadow, longtime member, great supporter of this channel, really, really good player, climbing up a lot. They have the brand new pirate Onaka. Changed their name recently to Delta Savius. I hope I'm saying that correct. Odd World Abe Exodius, or Abe Exodius. Kyber 2 player, trying to match up with me. They're getting very close. They have Profundity in Arena. I'm sure you're able to climb pretty high with this. Pretty good. They went 7-2 this season. Sick. 11.1 million galactic power. Just recently unlocked Jedi Master Kenobi today, I believe. Huge congrats to Shadow on Kenobi. Huge shout out to Pirate King Hondo. I know when we were doing the review, you're like, I'm going for Pirate King Hondo, and look at that. There he is. A lot faster than mine. Mine's at 602 speed. Yours is at 612. Very good stuff. So your roster is really coming together. I mean, you're going to be in a really, really good shape heading into Kyber 2 in the top bracket. Like, you have a ton of Relic 9s, my guy. So, looks like, is your pirate team all Relic 9? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Relic 9s. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Relic 9s on the pirates. That is massive. I don't even have Relic 9s on all my pirates. That's pretty cool. I do want to check the modding on them. I'm very curious to see how you have them modded. Silvo, very fast, faster than mine. Brutus, you went with a crit damage, and he's above 300 speed, faster than mine. Kicks, speed, 300, cool. Vayne doesn't really need speed. Pure tenacity, very good, and very tanky, so he's not going to be getting debuffed very often. SM33 modded for damage with a crit chance, secondary set. Okay, I'm liking the way the pirates are modded. I mean, you're going to get a lot of holds. And I'm just curious if you see if you have the Datacron. And what do you know? You're already going extremely hard on the Datacrons. You have the exact one you're going to want to get. And look at the armor pen. Guys, if you don't know it, Shadow is going to be a very dangerous Kyber 1 player very soon. Because they invest way more into Datacrons and the newer teams than most of the player base. Like, they have 3 maxed out level 9s. They're going to be in really good shape. So that's that. They just, let's see. The Leviathan requirements are complete. So, maxed out Executor, maxed out Profundity. Do they have the Rogue One? I'm sure they have the Rogue One. 7-star Rogue One, just like that. Shadow's on a mission, guys, and he's not going to stop until he reaches his goal. So, with the introduction of Kenobi and the introduction to Leviathan, you, with your roster currently, can very well make it to Kyber 1. You can get away with not having Ahsoka. I can promise you that. She's not going to be offering a tremendous difference for you. She's beaten by Great Mothers. She's taken out by Leia. Yes, you have less of an option on defense, but you have a strong enough roster to get through it. So let's look at the bottom half and see what we're still missing. I know we talk about this all the time. Unaligned Force users are amazing. It hurts me so much to not see Malicos and Starkiller up and running, but I get why you wanted to focus on Hondo. Very good team. But Seer with Malicos and Starkiller adds such a crazy result to your roster in Grand Arena. Probably one of my favorite teams in the game. Definitely easily in the top 5 of my favorite teams in the game. Malicos, not only cool in lore, but hits extremely hard, and he takes out a number of tough teams. It has got me out of a pinch a lot. And I'm going to assume you already have Maul up and running. So, your Maul is at Relic 7. If you continue to invest into Seer, Malicos, and Starkiller, you can do something like Seer lead with Malicos and Starkiller, Crew, and then Maul, and then you have a solid go-to counter for a bunch of teams. You could take out Rey, you could take out Hondo, you could take out Saw Gerrera, a bunch of tough teams. So having these characters to your roster is not a wasted investment, I promise. Yes, they're going to require a bunch of Zetas, they're going to require a bunch of Omicrons, but they are almost an essential GAC team. I love to have them. So if you're looking for a little bit of a boost in Grand Arena, I'm always going to recommend Unaligned Force users. Always, always, always. That's just for Grand Arena purposes. DTMG, I'm going to say, don't even worry about it at the moment unless he comes out with a very good Datacron. Not really missing much. Obviously, one particular farm you are missing is Balin. Balin is very good. I already know you probably have Great Mothers up and running because you probably have seen my videos and you want to jump on that train. But might as well finish out that farm. Balin is a phenomenal character. He has gotten me out of a pinch. He poses a huge threat on offense to Kenobi. So if you see a Kenobi on defense, he's cooked. Very good at taking out Saw teams. He's just very good. He's got good banner recovery as well. And he's a strong team on defense. So if you're looking for another Grand Arena boost to edge off matchups and play it a little bit more safe for you, Unaligned Force users and Balin are going to be those two options. I mean, they're obviously... This is like a smaller era. It's ships and like 2 new marquee characters. This would be the great time to start to work on these teams because there's not a lot of big stuff coming at the moment. And by the time the Stranger comes out, you're going to have the Stranger up and running. So that's going to be my personal recommendation for you in terms of squads. If you want a Grand Arena boost, it's going to be Unaligned Force users. 100%. Seer, Starkiller, Malicos. Great characters and they're really fun in lores, by the way. I have no critiques in your Datacron farming. Zero. I'm assuming... you're doing the 100 refreshes and possibly more than that. So I have no feedback on this. You're doing better than me. So keep what you're doing. Obviously, you're putting maybe a little bit of monetary value into it. But this is enough to be in Kyber 1. I can promise you that. A top-end Kyber 1. Let me, mind you. So keep up that. I want to see if you've improved your mods a little bit. Because I remember there was a little bit of a... you didn't have many rows of plus 300. So no kicks was at 300. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That might be more than what we originally had a month ago. Okay, so I think you've improved the amount of 300 mods you have. Plus 300 speed. They could definitely use a little bit more. It's nice to have some characters above 300 speed. It ensures they're, going fast. It's a turn meter game. The more turns you take, the better off you're going to be. So I definitely like to have at least like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd say like 6 rows of plus 300 speed is a good baseline to have for Kyber. But I think you have improved a drastic amount. Some characters, like, for example, you have Resistance Hero Finn, pretty fast. Great character to have fast. Another one would be like Bad Batch Echo. Is a great character that could shut down... Having this guy fast actually shuts down a bunch of counters. It's like, it could shut down Great Mothers. It could shut down Inquisitors versus Queen Amidala. All these teams. Echo is a very, very good character to have at the 350 mark, 370 mark. He is really good. So I do recommend you work on his mods a bit. He works very well with Queen Amidala. So I do like having him fast and up and running. But other than that, I would say if you're going to invest money like you are, maybe start putting a little bit more into like maybe the speed pack. I think there's a speed mod set for like $5 or whatever it is. Because you're clearly someone that likes to spend. And that's not a bad thing. I invest money into this game. I just want you to get the most out of your output. But if you're going to go for all these characters and get all these brand new teams, let's start to broaden out the speed on certain characters. Like IG, I would love to have IG above 300 speed. He agrees. He agrees. Above 300 speed would be great. I agree. So keep working on that. Other than that, your roster is looking phenomenal. I think you're going to have all the Omicrons you're going to want to need. But yeah, honestly, you're doing great. Working on Unaligned Force users. Keep going for those mods. Keep up the phenomenal Datacron farming. And I'll catch you very soon in a matchup. I know we're going to face one day, Shadow. Really appreciate the support as always. And I hope you enjoyed your review, brother. AKNB, what's going on, dude? And also, once you get Leviathan, big game changer. Make sure you save crystals for that. Don't be fooled by the high investment. Shadow got into Kyber, sub 8 million galactic power. Great player. Shadow is a phenomenal player. I have been slowly watching him climb the ranks. And he's going to face me one day. So Shadow, really appreciate the support. I hope you enjoyed your review. Next up, we got Lou Dog. All right, Lou Dog, you are up. Timer starts 3, 2, 1. Okay. Lou Dog, a newer member to the Knights of Vex. Thank you so much for your generous support and for the channel. They are representing the guild Darkside Dads. Bronzium 2 has Kylo unlocked. Let's take a look at the roster. 8.7 million galactic power, so they're not necessarily early. They're like later mid-game, I would say. Has 2 galactic legends I'm seeing. So I'm seeing Kylo and Sith Eternal. At this point, you're definitely going to want to have to start to add some more GLs to your roster if you want to get that boost. I'm not sure if you've been a big Lightspeed Bundle account or if you're just a long-time player. But this would be a great opportunity since you do have a little bit of roster depth to start investing into some more galactic legends. What I'm going to be recommending is at this point, you cannot go wrong with Leia. You cannot go wrong with Jabba. Those are going to help you with mods. Those are 2 essential GLs for a majority of your roster. So I was free to play until April this year. Spent about 500 trying to figure out where to go. Yeah, so I could definitely help you with some guidance. You have 2 Darkside GLs. I think that if you're wanting to improve mods, Jabba is never a bad option. So Jabba has the full team intact with his requirements, and you get access to that really good mod resource with him as a GL. So I do like Jabba. Leia, I want to see how far you are from the requirements. So it looks like you're doing pretty good for Leia. Leia seems kind of close, unless there's something I'm missing here. Where's Rolo? Yeah, Rolo's here. I don't think you're missing. Let's take a look at the Ewoks. Super close to Leia? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Leia's a good one. I think you don't have a light side GL. Not that you have to compare for dark or light side, but, like, Leia, number 1, is the best GL in the game. Very tough on defense. The best offensive GL we have. Has access to a event that's exclusive to her. It's not better than Jabba's, but it's still good. Awesome in Conquest. Awesome in Territory Battle. Could be used in Squad Arena. Very, very good character. So, Jabba Lightspeed Bundle was a game changer for me. Oh yeah, Jabba's a great one. So I'm leaning towards Jabba and Leia as your next ones, to be honest with you, because of the resource that they provide. So you can't go wrong with them. I wouldn't worry about Ahsoka. I wouldn't worry about
excellent donation.
El Poppy with the $5 Vexcellent Super Chat donation. Do you even like me? I'm so happy you caught that in the video. Thank you so much for the Super Chat. That's hilarious. Appreciate it, brother. Always appreciate you being here. But pretty much what I was saying is that with your roster, you got to start to add a little bit more. Like Jabba and Leia are really good options. So if you just got to farm Leia, let's take a look at the bounty hunters. Bounty hunters. Yeah. Oh, you're very close. So keep doing those refreshes on the Leia node, and you'll get there in no time. But I really want to take a look at ships, because ships, you may not be a big ship person, but ships are by far one of the most important resources for your roster, because you get crystals and zetas. I can't stress enough how important ships are. So let's take a look at the ship department, even though it might not be the most fun. So this is a problematic area, and this is just to be constructive criticism. You don't have a GL fleet yet, and it's going to be very important for you to get that done. So I want to see the status of your Outrider. I am not seeing Outrider, unless I'm blind. Okay. It is very important in some capacity that you need to get a GL ship. It definitely needs to happen. Working on Executor and have all the requirements for Grand Inquisitor. Okay, cool. So, I'm not going to say Executor stock went down, but the release of Profundity's Rogue One causes issues. Definitely causes issues. So, you got to be a little bit on the lookout for the Rogue One. Just got back from my son's soccer practice. How you feeling about Relic 10 OL Poppy? I have a ton of thoughts about it. I'll talk about it after the review, I promise. It's crazy what they're doing. Ludog 0. So 0 for Outrider. Okay. I'm not sure if you're, trying to spend on the game, but if the Jabba Lightspeed bundle comes out, I'm pretty sure that comes out with Outrider. That's a huge boost to your roster. It'll definitely speed up the process for that. Outrider is a very long farm. It's on a fleet node, and ships are very difficult to obtain. So you have to keep an eye out for that. I guess in your position, you need to really... You got to get your Executor. Because I didn't take a look at what you're placing in Fleet Arena. Okay, you're at 146. I'm not sure if you're seeing Leviathans. I'm not sure if you're seeing Executors. The Endurance fleet can definitely climb to the top. It's going to be a grind. It's not going to be easy, but it can. Placing in the top 10 is huge because you get crystals and that Zeta material. Zetas are going to improve your overall roster. I'm not sure if you're struggling with Zetas at the moment, but the more GLs you unlock, that's the more Zetas you're going to need. 120 for each GL. It adds up. It's a lot. So, I think in your scenario, we need to keep building up the GLs, but more importantly, get a GL fleet. So if you're closer to Executor, start working on your Executor. If we go to Rebels here, if you have Radis, I don't know if you have Radis. You have Radis. The plus to this is that if you go for Leia, you're going to have access to the Radis and Jin cheese that makes her a very strong offensive GL, and even sometimes on defense, very annoying. So that's the plus to Leia. So, in my honest opinion, I think Jabba Leia should be the next two. Those are pretty important to have. Kenobi, you're going to need Wat Tambor. I don't know if you have Wat Tambor up and running. You have Wat Tambor. Okay, so Kenobi could be a potential possibility. I don't know if you have Cat. Where is Cat? I'm not seeing Commander Ahsoka Tano, so I always say the general rule of thumb. If you're going to go for Kenobi, do not go for him unless you have Cat around the corner or close. Or unlocked, because he's not a GL without her. Not nearly as strong. So don't worry about Kenobi until Cat is around. But for you, I think a good starting point, Jabba Leia. Those are the two GLs I would recommend going for next. Fleet, probably more important. Executor, you got to have more investment into Fleet. I have seen maxed out Executors climb to first, number 1, beating Leviathans. So, if you wanted to go all in on Executor and try to climb, there's a weird thing with Home 1 right now where you can still beat Profundities. So, that's also something to consider. But just for, where you are in the game, those are the two GLs I'm going to recommend. Executor is going to be next because you're not close to Outrider. Outrider is needed for Profundity. But yeah, in terms of... We'll quickly look at the mods really quick. I'm curious to see if you're farming any investment into mods. So, I want to see if there's any plus 300 speeds. Okay, 247. Alright, 255. So, definitely need to work on some mods. That's just being honest. I would utilize the marquee events. Every single day, you're able to get 5 mods. Make sure you do that. Jabba. Once you get Jabba, he'll be adding more mods to your arsenal to get more speed. Because I don't think you have a full row of plus 300 speed. So mods are definitely something that needs to be worked on. It's imperative for this game. Very imperative. I think Kylo is at 131. Okay, so he's got okay mods. My mods suck. It's just like a necessary evil in this game, but you just have to invest into mods. So Jabba's going to be a good option for that. Has to be a good option. But we need to definitely work on that a little bit more. Also, if you're going to be... My next recommendation that's going to end the review... Once you start a project, make sure you finish it. Don't try to carry on from project to project to project. So, if you want to go for Leia, stick to Leia. If you want to go for Jabba, stick to Jabba. You don't want to go all over the place, because I'm seeing you're working on the clones already, but you don't have Lord Vader. And I don't think you're too close to Lord Vader, because I'm not seeing General Skywalker. So, I would not have invested too heavily into the clones, unless you had Vader. So, what I'm going to say is focus on one thing at a time. Keep working on your mods. Get Jabba. Get Leia. Get your Executor. And then you can start to worry about the other stuff. At 8.7 million galactic power, you got to have a GL fleet. You got to have more than 2 GLs. And that's just the truth. So, I hope that points you into the right direction. I think you can't go wrong with Jabba and Leia. They're going to be always relevant in Grand Arena. They have exclusive game modes for them, or tiers of assault battles for them. Very important. I hope you enjoyed your review. Datacrons, you don't have to worry about too much right now in your current rank. If you can, muster free resources by using conquest stuff where you're going through the path and you get the currency and the materials, yeah, you can take them to level 3 and 6, but don't invest crystals into Datacrons yet. You're not at that point. Need to just invest in your overall roster depth and getting your mods up and running. So that's going to be my review for you, Ludog. I hope that's kind of points you into the right direction. This is my honest opinion, so appreciate it. Okay.
Excellent donation.
Another $20 super chat and Vexcellent donation from Shadow. I appreciate you always, Vexy. Everyone in this chat and the game is on my hit list, so watch out. After seeing the modding from Vexy today, I ain't worried about him. Oh, man. You got a lot of fighting words, Shadow. I can't wait till we face, one-on-one live and I wax ya. Looking forward to it. Thank you again for the $20 generous Vexcellent super chat. Shadow, your progress in this game has been unmatched. Absolutely unmatched. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're in the top of Kyber 1 soon. We're going to have to see. Big shout out to Shadow, guys. Let me see. Jacob, you are still in the queue. You're still in the non-member queue. Yes. Have to go. Thanks for showing Mace in the raid. I love how... Now another good team. I am at 5.5 million. This will push me over 6 million. Bye. Trinity, awesome. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that helped. Darth MDL, my guild officer. What is going on, brother? Mods are life. Of course, Ludog, anytime. Alright, let's see. So, El Papi, yeah, a little bit in the beginning, I talked about Relic 10. If I have time later today, I'm going to try to come up with a video to talk about it tomorrow. If I can't do it tomorrow, then I'm going to do it for the next day. It might just be a little bit too late. But I do want to share my thoughts. What I've been trying to do, guys, I don't know if this is a good idea, but I've been working on trying to get a collab with a Marvel Strike Force content creator to talk about how overpowered affected their game and the positives and negatives about it. But I'm still waiting back on one creator. But I've been trying to set up that collaboration with them for a little bit now. It's just been kind of hard to set up, so I don't know if you guys think that's a good idea. But I just want to share thoughts about how that affected their game and what we could do to improve on it here. What's up, Rowan? At 5.6 with 2 GLs, working on the 3rd right now. Is that doing all right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's really good. I always say, rule of thumb, for any new player, anyone in this chat, anyone going forward, you want to get to your first GL by 4 million galactic power. So as soon as you hit 4 million, you want to have at least one GL. One GL. You're doing good. Hit list, I'm scared. How do we get in the queue? So Churker, if you are a channel member, or if you donate to the stream, you get priority in the queue. There is a non-member queue, but I have to get to the channel members that support me. That is the only fair thing I can do. Yeah, Jay, Shadow is a wild man, yeah. What's the non-member queue, Vex, just out of curiosity? As of right now, the non-member queue... Let me get the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25. 25 in the non-member queue. That collab sounds awesome, to be honest. Yeah, I've been trying to do it. Marvel Strike Force is getting rid of overpowered. I mean, could you imagine that this happens to Galaxy of Heroes? They introduce it and then they get rid of it? That's why I want to make sure I can get all the points about what it hurt in that game and what I can get for over here. Almost threw my phone at the wall. This profanity event is getting the best of me. Mikey Mike, I'll try to help you out after the stream if you need help. Try to get Mobile Gamer. If I remember correctly, he left Swoga and went straight to Marvel Strike Force, so he kind of knows both systems. I was thinking about reaching out to Mobile Gamer, but I feel like he's very close with Arnold, and Arnold he would probably want to do it with Arnold instead, which I totally understand. I got you, Dusk. Even Scopely admits that overpowered missed the mark and they had only damage increase. I just need to know. I need to know. Vexatron / Sanjita collab. That'd be pretty fun. That'd be pretty fun. Guys, I used to watch Sanjita a lot before I did content. I always liked his Grand Arena streams because he played at the top end and it was very fun. So it'd be really cool to do a collab with him. That'd be fun. At least in Swoga, the devs are working with the community through the playtest. That is true. That is true. Mick Mole played both? Okay, Mick Mole's an option. Is he still playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? Alright, let me see really quick. Alright, guys, next up is going to be Andy Lee. I just want to read his message first before we get into it because he left a big one. Honestly, cautiously optimistic because of the way they're doing this. It could be very kind, or it could be very, thought out. We'll see. My two favorite Swoga YouTubers together. Yeah, I could maybe try to do something with Sanjita. Oh, Delta Save Us. That's what it says. Delta Save Us. Shadow. I don't know why I thought I read that weird. I think Arnold has enough to do with his own studio and his kid. That's true. Try to get into Marvel Strike Force for a bit, but ain't it, man. Yeah, I get it. I want to play the game Arnold is making. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I might make some videos on Arnold's game. He released the art for his character today, and it looks pretty sick. Don't like the art style of Strike Force. Yeah, we'll see. You know what's funny? Trash. I always think of you guys when when we do that. I can't say it. Oh my god. Alright, I don't know. Trash, do you want me to tell them what you did on that GAC video? Can I donate my September review? Absolutely. Like, it's totally up to you. Sanjita says Vex. Oh my god. I love Marvel, but couldn't get into Strike Force. Yeah, me and my friends, when it first came out, we all went hard. We got the Captain America pack. We just couldn't get into it either. I still, I get a couple sponsorship videos where I play the game. It's not terrible. The character looks awesome. I agree. MDL, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. That you guys are hilarious when it comes to Munjita. I know. Is it weird that my first two jails were Hondo and Ahsoka? Now, that is crazy. That might be a first. I'm not gonna lie. Rowan. I've never heard of anyone having Hondo and Ahsoka first. That's crazy. The main kicker in Strike Force was being able to resist and block buff the spells that turn me off so quickly. Oh, that's annoying. Does it make you feel bad that I finished ahead of you in GAC again? I don't know, Steve. You've been playing out of your mind. You had a good season. I went 5-4. You should be very proud, though. You're doing good. I'm excited, too. His game looks pretty good. The character looks awesome. I'm just going to read this comment really quick, guys. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, we are going to work with Shadow, and I'm going to start the clock now. So this is Shadow, not Shadow, sorry, Andy Lee. This is Andy Lee, Master Solo. one of the earliest supporters of this channel. Big shout out to Andy for continuing to support me. I really appreciate you, dude. From the guild, BRG Beskar Bowls. Very newer player. That's not a crazy legacy score, so very new to the scene. Kyber too. They've been also like Shadow on a tear, climbing it up. What they have said, they are working on JMK. 7-star Leviathan helps me remaining top of Fleet Arena for a month, which is very good. His crystal income is starting to skyrocket. He has 2 questions. He's been upgrading his Peridia Patrol to Relic 5 for the Kyrotech. So if we go to Night Sisters, where are you? The Peridia Patroller 5. He wants to know if he should put them to Relic 7. Push them to Relic 7 before Kenobi. Before I can do that, I want to see your Galactic Republic. You have Cat at 5, which is obviously the bare minimum. Padme at 5. Is your Snips up and running? Snips is at 5. Do you have all the requirements is the question. Do you have OG Bow? Okay, you're still working on OG Bow. So here's the thing. Depending on how close you are to the requirements, if you're still a little bit away, then you can afford to take them up 2 relic levels. That's not the end of the world. The Assault Battle comes back, so the Relic 7 investment is not terrible. The Relic 9 is different. I wouldn't recommend taking them both to Relic 9 yet. That's very steep. But 7, if you have the resources, you want to get a little bit more materials, that event comes back frequent. Not bad. Not bad. So I don't think putting them to Relic 7 is bad. Because, number 1, they could be used with your Great Mother team. So, that's a plus. Higher relics on them means more damage. So, I don't think that's a bad investment either. So, you get 1, 2, 3, 4 Relic 7s. And then you build up your Spirit a little bit, and she can hit pretty hard. She can hit pretty hard. So, I'm going to say Relic 7 for them for the Assault Battle is not terrible. It's not Relic 9. I would not recommend Relic 9 for sure. So while you're building up Kenobi, go ahead and put them to Relic 7. But now you want to know about a farming path after Kenobi. So you've listed your options as Lord Vader clones as option A, Reva as B, Queen Amidala as C, and Bo-Katan as D. Need IG-12 and Bo and a bit more relics. So first off, if you're going to consider Queen, you got to think about the Omicrons. Are you going to have enough Omicrons for her? So that's a big question. Because she's very Omicron dependent in Grand Arena. She needs her unique. And in my opinion, she needs her special ability. Because that cooldown increase is massive. The problem with going for Queen as an option is you don't have these guys up and running. So, I know your 2 options were get Peridia up and running before Kenobi. I'd rather get these guys up to 7 first, because they provide way more value, I think. Way more value. They have an Assault Battle. They're great in Conquest. You have the Omicron. With Queen Amidala, she's taking out GLs. She was completely walking over Rey. Can't take out Ahsoka. So, I like getting these guys up and running. Number 1, you get the Assault Battle, the Relic 7 Assault Battle, and Queen Amidala is probably... She's maybe the 3rd best Conquest character, I'd say. Behind Bane and Ezra. I mean, just off the top of my head, I think she's 3rd. So, not a bad option. I want to see your clones. I think Lord Vader clones are a little bit away. I don't even think you have General Skywalker yet. Or you don't have him at 7th star. Let me see. Oh, you do? Okay, you got your guess. So, here's the thing. I don't know about your Separatist. Because if you go for Lord Vader clones... You got to work on all of these clones, and they require a ton of Kyrotech. A ton. So that's going to take some time. You kind of want a bigger bang for your buck, a quick response after going for that big farm like you did. So, and out of all the options you've presented to me, you said Reva too. Reva was an option. Let's take a look at Reva. Reva's looking good. The problem is you're missing Zetas on a Grand Inquisitor. And she's going to need Zetas. The team's already up and running. You might as well finish it. So, Reva's not a bad option. I'd rather do Reva over Lord Vader at the moment. Because Lord Vader clones are going to take a while. They just straight up are. So building up Reva to complete the team and adding an Omicron is huge. You'll get way more value quicker with Reva than Lord Vader. So that's, out of the totem pole, I think Reva goes first. Second is going to be Queen Amidala. So I'm going to go Reva first, Queen Amidala second, getting these two up and running. That's why I'm recommending it second, because this is going to take time. Reva, you can build up. And there's a Datacron as well. So, I don't know if you have the Nine Sister Cron. Don't have the Nine Sister Cron yet. Inquisitors are still a very good team. And very good for Grand Arena. They could beat a ton. Bo-Katan, you said you need IG. Okay. I mean, you're close. You're close on all of these. Me, personally, I like completing teams. Your guild has worked very hard to get Reva. You have Inquisitors unlocked. They're kind of trash without her. Just finish it off. Finish Reva. Get her to Relic 7. Put the Omicron on her lead. You have a solid team for Grand Arena. They have a Datacron right now that has a couple months remaining. Not a bad option. So, I'm not sure how close you are to unlocking your Queen, but as you're finishing up the requirements, you got to get your Poncho Bros up and running. Because Queen Amidala is a game changer for Grand Arena. I promise you. She's one of the best characters and teams in this game. You already have Echo. Needs to be modded a little faster. I'm sure you have Shock T. Shock T's here. So, you have the team completed. You have Cam, just in case you want to shut down a potential Bane or something like that. So, the Queen Amidala team is up and running. So, in my personal opinion, you said you've already hit the minimum requirement in the raid for what you need to do. Reva, Queen Amidala, Bo-Katan, Lord Vader last. Because Lord Vader's going to take you a very long time. Way more Kyrotech investment. Mace, not a game changer character at the moment. I hate to say it. If the raid was more of a priority for you, I'd say, okay, Lord Vader. But it's just going to take you a long time. If you want that quick bang for your buck for your roster at the moment, stick to the good GAC teams. Reva, GAC Queen. Queen Amidala, GAC Queen. Bo-Katan, GAC Queen. You're going for all the queens right now. They're really, really good. So that's what I'm going to recommend for your account. You want me to look at your mods for your General Kenobi team really quick. Okay, we got 2 minutes left. I like Cat Speed. Pretty good. Let's look at Padme. I like the full health. Okay, that's not bad. I don't think she needs to be lightning fast. Snips. I like offense. She's got protection. Kind of like offense on her, but I guess it's not the end of the world. Not going to make a biggest game changer. Kenobi. I definitely like a higher relic on Kenobi. Alright, health is pretty good. Yeah, he doesn't need to be lightning fast. I think your Kenobi team's looking pretty good. Obviously, the faster cat, the better. But she's fast. I mean, that's a good cat. 357's pretty good. So I like the way your Kenobi team is modded. The last thing you wanted me to check is your ult account. Let's see. So this is brand new ult account. Second Smurf, whatever you call it. Keep pushing on Executor. Keep holding on the top of Fleet Arena. Thanks to Gas Lightspeed Bundle. Raid scores 200k with Hondo. Very nice. 2 questions. Should I hold my Gear 12 pieces and relic materials for Executor farm until all are completed in case Finalizer Lightspeed Bundle returns? 2. What is the minimum gear level and star requirement of each pilot on Marauder to allow Galactic Republic to function as a My Marauder looks a bit too weak and I don't want to try to give him too much Kyrotech. So here's the plus. I was able to beat Executors even at lower gear. Like gear 10, gear 9, gear 8. You've already had them at 11. So the Marauder can still perform very well at this gear count. I do think the stars will make a difference at one point. It'll increase the power. And the materials aren't gated by gear anymore. Even though you brought them to 11, it's not necessarily gated anymore. I definitely would recommend... this one puts Anakin under stealth. I think it's pretty important. Oh, I think you got it already. Never mind. Very good. So I think where you have them right now is more than enough for where you are. Obviously, the more executors that come out, like once you start getting to 7-star executors, it starts to get challenging. You got to get them up to relics. But where you have them right now is adequate enough. So I think that is pretty good. And you want to know if you should hold your gear 12 pieces and relic materials for the executor farm. Who are you going for first? Gear 12 pieces and relic for executor farm. Well, if you're going for an executor rush, I would definitely hold off for the executor, because those pieces are hard to come by. So I would say go all out on the executor, to be honest with you. And you want me to take a look at your mods. It's a very new account, so it's going to be tough to judge. But 300 speed there. 300 speed there. And, I mean, yeah, this is pretty good for a newish account. I mean, this account's not that old. Not a lot of players have plus 300 speed on a new account like this. So I think you're doing pretty good. Keep building up. You can move your mods around. You can probably unlock some Journey Guide characters with these 3 mod sets. So you're doing very good, Andy. You're doing very, very good. So appreciate the support. I hope you enjoyed your review. And I'll catch you next month. We went a little bit over on that one, to be honest. A little bit over. But he's a long-time member, so. Alright, let's see. Emo Flow D Noobs. What's going on? Use second special than basic. Doing it right, Vex. Oh, for Bane? Red beans, rice, and sausage is an amazing Cajun meal. High in protein. I'm writing that down, Steve. I had a protein bowl tonight. Having to use Bane on Reva is a W. I couldn't agree more with you, El Poppy. Panic, what's going on? Absolutely, you're a channel member. Alright, let me see really quick. Any channel members lurking around that want a review, please let me know. Okay, let me see. Last one is a gift, easy breezy AoE. Check profundity? Oh, I missed it. Oh, shout out. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let me see. We got Panic. Clock is starting now. Okay. We have Panic. Noki DLI from CMod Kyber. Currently in Kyber 3, running Tarkin in Fleet Arena. I fell asleep in my chair, then woke up to the news about Relic 10. Oh yeah, Panic, it's coming. It's coming. This is a... wow. What a account. This is insane. 1.5 million. Look at the relics. That's incredible. Why do I feel like I must have reviewed this account before, right? This account looks familiar. Finished the season in Bronzium 1, so I'm in Chromium now. This can't be real. Is this the right account? I've definitely reviewed something like this before. You... 2 epic confrontations at 1.5 million galactic power. Relic 9 Wampa. This seems very familiar. I just didn't think it was Panic. Are you going for Mace? Yeah, you reviewed it. Yeah, I just wanted to show that I'm in Chromium now. I mean, hold on. I'm trying to see what you're cooking here. You have a Relic Temple Guard. But, like... why? Are you going for the clones? Okay. Let me ask you this. What's the reasoning behind this? Wasn't it a Reva and Balin at below 2 million? I don't know if it was Reva. It was definitely Grand Inquisitor. There's no way they have Reva. There is no way. Mace is the next big one. Yeah, okay. That's why. Yeah, you went hard on Temple Guard. This is an interesting account, guys. I don't want to see anyone complaining about Delta when this is possible. Oh, man. Odin, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, okay. Okay, you're going for Mace next. I mean, you made it to Chromium. I remember you don't want to invest into ships. That I remember asking you. You do not want to invest into ships. So, what I'm gonna say is, I guess from reviewing this, you took him to the Relic 9. Are you planning on getting Peridia to Relic 9? Riva is far away, 180, 200 shards. Okay. I can... Depa is next, then the clones, then Mace. I think this account is... You should just name this account Epic Confrontation, because I think you're going for nothing but Epic Confrontations. No ship farms or GLs. Yeah. This is the picture-perfect Epic Confrontation roster. Peridia will be Relic 9 for sure. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Panic, do what you want. That's the best advice we can give. You can't admit he's not having fun. I mean, I'm having fun looking at it. I mean, I wish I had my free-to-play account looking like this. You would walk all over me. The only way I could win against you is ships. And I don't have anything on my roster that could take out Balin. I don't even think my gas can take out Great Mothers. So you'd probably wax me. It wouldn't be close. Epic Confrontation as a name goes hard. Yes, it does. Absolutely. It's a crazy roster. Crazy roster. Oh, wait, guys. I'm crazy. I have not been looking at Twitch. Twitch. Everyone in Twitch. What is going on? Hold on one sec. I will get to you guys in 3 seconds. I completely forgot my Twitch chat wasn't up before. Must be a really good guild to get the brains. I mean, either that or a little bit of cheddar cheese. OE Hero and Lord Megatron, everyone on Twitch. I apologize for not saying hi earlier. What is going on? I like the post except for why they didn't just introduce Relic 10 without any of these other systems. They said the reason is because it just ended up like Relic 9. That's what I was saying too. Like, they just went into a whole thing about how increasing the Relic levels wouldn't do anything, and then they do it. It's just crazy. We have Hanabi. Pretty much every 2 needs a Relic 7 minimum. Yes, 100%. Ray Rock. What is going on? Good 2 for Tuesday. Unlocking Mace, Master Mace. Yes, yes. We got Cosley Check. Hi, Vex. What's going on? Relic 10 might make me quit. Mary J. I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not the case. BKM enables him to get into a good guild earning Relic 9 mats. Probably. Probably. Lots of people are struggling with my Night Sisters defensive team. Even teams with multiple GLs and Bronze team. It's crazy. Guys, I've said it from day one. These sisters are insane. The value that they bring to your roster is incredible. Absolutely incredible. So, it's fun to see your account, Panic. I'm not going to make much of a comment about it because this is clearly just a very fun account. Obviously, from a content creator, I'm always going to say invest into ships, start working on some GLs. Let me ask you this. After Mace, what's your plan? I'm curious to what your plan is after Mace. Top of the morning to you, Vex. Top of the morning to you, Digital Designer 95. Hope you're having a good night. Don't have that much of the droid brains. I have 30 droid brains, not that much. After Mace modding and Relic 9ing. Wow. That is crazy. I guess you're just going to stop and just get everyone to Relic 9 there. Well, Panic, this was a fun one. This is another fun one. I'm happy that you got into Chromium. And next month, you're probably going to have a Relic Depa Balaba or something. Let's see how close you are to Depa. probably look at Vanguard. Okay, it's 3-star. Okay. I have Relic 3, Grade 5, Grandmother Team on my wife's free-to-play account with Wampa, Datacron, the team cooks. Beat SOKR, JMK, JML, some Leia, even with Wampa, Datacron on their side. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. They're so good. Relic 9 is the way. Join the Delta Cult. It's going to be needed. It's going to be needed. Panic, thank you so much for a fun roster. Really appreciate it. Ooh, I forgot to climb the first. Alright, let me see. Brian, is Brian still in the chat? Brian, you are on the list. Very curious. Brian. If Brian doesn't go, and then we have... I like your neck more better. We have Ben Grogu and Matthew Anderson. I'll try to get timestamps for all of these in the video. Yeah, Panic, anytime. I hope you appreciate it. I wonder how many new relic levels it would take for JML to suddenly start one-shotting people. It's a good question. His protection's gonna skyrocket. It's gonna be nice. You gotta see how that's gonna look. You know what? What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do Brian's, because I've been waiting to do his for a little bit, and I'll put the timestamp. Yeah, anytime, dude. Alright, let's look. Where has Brian posted anything in the Discord? Let's see.
Excellent donation.
Again, Shadow with the $5 Vexcellent Super Chat. Oh my god, you mad lad. With Relic 10 confirmed, who's going to be your first Relic 10? Oh my god. I didn't even know. I don't even know how to begin that thought. Who do I want to Relic 10 first? I have to think. Hold on. Who the heck is going to be my first Relic 10? I guess JML's not a bad option. But the question is that going to change anything for him on defense or offense? Bane. Guys, that's such a hard decision. I probably can make a ton of content about top 5 characters to Relic 10 first. Like, it's just gonna be nuts. I'm trying to think of defensive GL viability. We have to see what Relic 10 does. If there's gonna be a defensive GL that really powers from Relic 10, could you imagine Lord Vader maybe? Maybe a Relic 10 Lord Vader? I don't know. He's not a defensive tank, but maybe the Relic 10 will benefit other characters that aren't just tanks. You know what I mean? Like, Relic 9 was really supposed to boost tanks. Relic 10 could boost maybe Lord Vader. Fun character. Night Sister Zombie, you crazy. T.S. Norquist with a Relic 10 zombie suggestion. That'd be nuts. Odin, it's possible to get a review if you are a channel member or if you donate to the stream. Because I have a whole list. There is a non-member queue, but I have not been able to get to it. Cup? GL Ahsoka Tano? I like the Bane suggestion. The first Relic 10 needs to be a defensive team. That's what I'm saying. Relic 10 Leia, that's not a bad one either. Ezra? Could you imagine a Relic 10 Ezra? Relic 10 Lord Vader does go freaking hard, Shadow. You're right. What did I miss about the... Yeah, Steve, Relic 10 is on the way. Confirmed. Luxray, what's going on? We all know Vex's first is going to be Spirit. Could you imagine I did that? infinite one-shots. Ezra the Forbidden One. Ezra with Relic 10, a 10,000 dodge chance. You know what? It'll be crazy. If I hit a certain sub goal, I'll let the community pick my first Relic 10. We'll see. We'll see. I would do something like that. If we hit a certain sub goal by the time it comes out, I will let you guys decide my first Relic 10. Hits like a truck. Spirit at Relic 10 is... I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But my original thinking right now without any data, I feel like maybe Lord Vader. I don't know. I don't know. We have to see what Relic 10 does. I'm just gonna say maybe Lord Vader. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna get into Brian's review really quick. Relic 10 Quig Goat. Oh my god, you can't catch me doing that. 10k for Relic 10? That would be sick. That would be sick. I don't think that's ever going to happen this year, but it's very optimistic. I would love to hit 10k subs at the end of the year. Probably not going to happen, though. Alright, guys. Next review, we got Brian. Going to start the clock in 3, 2, 1. We have Brian, who was gifted a review by El Poppy in the previous month. So big shout out to El Poppy for always supporting me and this channel. And Brian, thank you for being in here. We have his name in game is Horvath from the single file Uchahai or Uchahais or something. Kyber 4. 9.6 has 3, 4, 5, 6 GLs. So they are missing Kenobi, Ahsoka, and Hondo, I believe. So let's take a look at the bottom half. Missing Bo. Obviously Ahsoka, Traya, Malik. So Malik is unlocked, but he's at level 85 and no gear. Gear 1, it looks like. The Traya squad is unlocked, but not up and running, which, not the end of the world, I guess. I do recommend them for Grand Arena. So you have not invested heavily into the Sith Empire. So let me think for a second. Let me look at your Sith Empire. Do you have Malgus? You don't have Malgus, but they're still a good team. I do like Sith Empire. They're a solid staple of a team. And that's only going to lead you towards Leviathan. So you're going to want to eventually get these characters up and running. So if I had to pick, I'd say start working on Sith Empire right now. Because I don't know about your ship department. You have 2 of the meta fleets.
Excellent donation.
Hey, Dusk with the $2 super chat. And Vexlent donation. You're the GOAT, Vex. I'll donate to move my name up. Dusk, thank you so much. We will get you on the list for today. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. Wait, that's from Naruto? Are you serious? I've watched Naruto in college with my friends a little bit. Hold on. Really? Concept of Naruto after the pronunciation of it. Hold on. We're gonna clarify this after the stream, after the review. That's my bad. I did this before. I had like someone I faced in Grand Arena called Frank Drebin, and I didn't realize it was from Naked Gun until afterward. I'm just totally oblivious. So we're gonna tackle that in 2 seconds. My fault. But what I was saying, Sith Empire is a good investment because that'll lead to Leviathan. Leviathan is the protected fleet in this game, the holy grail of fleets. So you're definitely going to want to invest into Sith Empire. So Malik, never going to be not worth the investment. Darth Revan, never not going to be worth the investment. They're good in Grand Arena. They're good in Conquest. They're good in Galactic Challenges. Very good team. So I do recommend working on some Sith Empire, but I wouldn't do it until you have Malgus in the horizon. And I don't know how close you are to Malgus, but once you get Malgus, time to start worrying about Leviathan. Because Leviathan is here to stay, and that's a huge boost to your roster. What I wanted to see is, do you have his ship unlocked? So you don't have his ship unlocked, but you are working on the Sith fleets, which is good. You already have a 7-star fighter. Bombers at 5, daggers at 5, so you'll get those up and running eventually. So that's pretty good. It looks like you might be actively working for Leviathan, but you have to get Malgus. Malgus is needed for the unlock, so I'm very curious to see how close you are to him. So I want you to keep that in your horizon, is Sith Empire and Leviathan. Next up, don't worry about Ahsoka. Not doing anything for your roster at the moment. Not important. Padme means there's no General Skywalker. You're at 9.6. I think it's definitely time to get a General Skywalker, because that means you're missing Lord Vader. Caesar with the follow on Twitch. Thank you so much for your generous follow, and welcome to the Knights of X. Lord Vader was your next GL that you were missing. So the 501st. You have 2 of them up and running. Lord Vader's here. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's not insane, but he's good to have. So you might want to consider the Lord Vader farm. The problem with the Lord Vader farm is once you're done with Lord Vader, probably should get ready to get Mace, because that gives him his whole new team. So that kind of has to be like a package deal, because Lord Vader without the new clones is kind of mid. Not gonna lie, kind of mid. Can still beat some GLs. Still, you know, decent, but not nearly to the power level where he is now with this new clone team. So the Lord Vader Mace package needs to be together. So when you work on Lord Vader, get ready to work on Mace right after. But Padme is a character that's, you know, very good. She's needed for a Kenobi team. She's very good for Kenobi. But she's needed for gas. So you got to think about investing into her. What else are we missing? Like, I wouldn't worry about Traya until you finish your General Skywalker unlock. I wouldn't worry about any of these other teams until you start finishing out these teams. 100%. So Bad Batch. Don't worry about the new Bad Batch. Don't worry about the new clones yet. You don't have Lord Vader. Don't worry about the pirates. I wouldn't even worry about the Jedi Vanguard. I would not worry about the Jedi Vanguard. I see you're going hard for the Vanguard. They're 5 and 6 star. But you don't, if you even go for the clones, you don't have Lord Vader up and running to put them with. Like, they're going to perform a little bit with Tarkin, but not anywhere special, like how they should with Lord Vader. So you need to really focus on bringing your roster together and forming the next farms in a pair. So Lord Vader Mace is a pair. Sith Empire Leviathan is a pair. You work on your characters for Sith Empire. You work on your Sith Empire fleet. That's the pair. After that, you want to start working on some other options. I guess it's not really just a pair. It's like a triple pair. Gas, Lord Vader Mace. That's like chronological order of like that farm. But I'll probably post some questions to you afterward if you see this review. Is how close are you to Malgus? How close are you to his interceptor? That's big. Shorty, I see you're farming. Get her to 7-star. One step closer to Leviathan. Everything else should be kind of close. Got to get your assassin. That shouldn't be too hard. Obviously, it's a Relic 7. He needs 9. He needs 9. You got to worry about that. Last thing I'm going to check for your roster, for your next paths, are going to be your Datacrons. Okay? Not the craziest investment. You went really hard here, I could see. But I don't blame you. They're the two best focused Datacrons you've ever had. This one's phenomenal. And the level 3 is great. So, for what you're doing with, like, trying to be conservative with your Datacrons, very smart. Very good. But yeah. Quickly, before we end it, I'm going to look at your mods. Let's see, mate. How many plus 300 speed? Alright, 275. So, that's 1, 2, 3. Let's see Spirit. 281. So, we're going to have to definitely work on some mods. You got 2 full rows of 300. So, we want to build that up a little bit. The more mods you have, the better off you're going to be. You're at 9 million galactic power. You should have at least 4 full rows of plus 300 speed. Maybe even 5. Just very helpful for your roster. the speed really does make a difference in some matchups. It really, really does. So that's going to be my recommendation for you. Those are your farming paths. Keep it up. Try to do the best you can there. Brian, really appreciate your support, and thank you for the donation for El Papi. Okay, what did I mispronounce? What did I say wrong? I have to do Google Translate. My friends are huge Naruto fans. You know what would have been a good idea? Just don't do Relic Delta instead of pushing stats when getting Relic 10 on a character. Give the characters new features when they reach Relic 10. New synergies, maybe even new fact. Maybe, Vin. You could do that for every new Relic level after that as well. I have to see. What's up, Agent Willie? How many people are in the paid review waiting list? I'm thinking about donating for one, but I'm only free for about an hour and a half. So as of right now, the only active members we have is Dusk. So there's one for the active members. There are some non-active members that I do need to get to. Might not be today. But right now, Dusk is next because they donated. Agent Willie, just being honest. Hey Vix, missed the last few GACs. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing really good, Jacob. I didn't stream the last two because of my parents' birthday. Celebrated with them, but I appreciate you tuning in and letting me know. We're going to keep those regular GAC streams going forward. Knew it was coming. Didn't mean to be that guy, but this is the death of the game. Relic Delta plus this is going to be officially end my guild. It's going to break up some guilds. I get it. Shadow has mixed opinions. He says Delta's going to save the game. A lot of players are having mixed opinions. Glad I was able to catch the stream again. Wish everyone a nice day. Athro, thank you so much for tuning in, dude. Always appreciate you. Delta will make the game great again. It's a bold statement. We'll see. Dusk, can you do me a favor and post your ally code? And I'm going to grab another water really quick. Okay, I'm here. Just waiting on Dusk's ally code, and then we'll get to the next review. Delta just feels unnecessary. Just released for Relic 10, to be honest. They kind of went into it why it wouldn't just settle it. I don't know. I want to believe what they're saying is the truth. Vax, I don't know why, but your room looks like it's asking for a mini fridge. You know what's funny? I have one all the way upstairs that is not being used. And you just reminded me about it. It's coming down next stream, Shadow. Thank you for the reminder. Alright, Dusk. Very cool. Next review starting in 3, 2, 1. We have Dusk, a longtime viewer and an awesome supporter of this channel. Thank you, Dusk, for the donation. Really appreciate it. Representing the guild ANZAC Horizons. And they are in Kyber 1. Right there. Very good job. You are officially at the end game. Very good stuff. And you're missing quite a bit of GLs, which is even more impressive. So, anyone that's having a little bit of a, being discouraged about not being in Kyber 1 because you don't have the biggest roster, Dusk over here is missing some GLs. They're missing Lord Vader, Ahsoka, and Hondo, it looks like. So, guys, you can make it. You can make it. Let's see what they're missing. Don't have Gungans. No new Bad Batch. That's crazy. No Gungans, no Bad Batch. No OG Bad Batch. Are you working on Lord Vader? It looks like you probably are. From what I'm seeing. Or are you going... You might be going straight for Pondo, I guess. Interesting. Okay. From what it looks like... You have these guys at Gear 12, but you also have Silvo at 6 star. So I think you're investing into the Pirates because he's at 5, he's at 6, he's at 6, and he's at 5. You are. So from what it looks like Hondo is going to be first. Lord Vader now that I'm done with Mace and Balin ready. Okay, cool. But are you going for Lord Vader first or are you going for Hondo first? Because I think you've invested some crystals or something. Or you got lucky with the rerolls or something, or the packs. Obviously, they're going to take some time to get free-to-play formable, but, like... You're doing good. Wanted to get a head start on Pirates since I want to go for Hondo after Lord Vader. Okay. Alright, that makes sense. So, just saying, the plus with this farm is this is going to only boost up your Marauder fleet. And that's a perfect, huge off-meta fleet to have. So, I'm not sure if you have Marauder up and running. I'm missing it. Let's just go Galactic Republic. You have Marauder at 7 stars. Good job. Increasing the relic levels on the Bad Batch are only going to make this fleet even harder. They're going to hit like trucks. I know it's a support ship. It hits harder than any attacker could. Very good stuff. You have a 7-star Leviathan. Good job. Very, very good. I'm sure Leviathan is helping out a lot in Grand Arena as well. You have all the... Okay, so you're doing really good on the ships. Adding Marauder as an off-meta counter is just... Oh, you have a 7-star Rogue One. Jealous. This is a great roster. Very good, efficient roster. So let's continue to look at the plan. So it looks like I think Lord Vader should be next. You have... It sounds like you have the clones up and running, right? Yeah, clones are up and running. Definitely time for Lord Vader. This is the perfect time to do it. So, going for him, it's not a bad investment. And you get stuff out of it. The Bad Batch is one of the best things about it. Agent Willie with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much for the Vexlin donation. I'll take a review, please. Love watching you, Vex. Agent Willie, thank you so much for the generous super chat. We'll get to you next. Alright, let me just put your name down. Let me see. We'll get to it. I'm gonna put your name down, but... Okay, I wouldn't worry about Gungans. I mean, I know they have a use, but, like... Me personally... I don't want to go that hard on Gungans. They require a ton of Chirotech. I'd rather you go for Lord Vader and then Kondo right after. And then that'd be a good plan. I'm very curious on your thought on my mods and crons. Let's take a look. I'm curious too, because you're very high up. Okay, let's take a look at the speed. I'm going to guess, just from seeing this, I'm going to say there's 3 full rows of 300 speed, but I could be wrong. Okay, definitely 3. Could it be 4? I underestimated you. Okay, I underestimated you. That's 4 rows of plus 300 speed. I saw the Gear 12 with no Gear 12 plus, and I was assuming the worst. But he's fast, even without the Gear 12 plus. That's really good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you're doing good. Practically 6 rows of 300 speed. Good stuff. Your Echo is going to be even faster once you put the right side. So I do like having a fast Echo. That's pretty deceiving for a Gear 12. So you fooled me. Good stuff. What I want to see is your Great Mothers. Because from what I'm seeing, Great Mothers look fast. 331. And Morgan is 303. I'd like to see Morgan up a little bit. A little bit. If you want to make the Ahsoka counter a breeze, you want to make her at least 341 and her 340, or 342 and 341. You're going to outspeed most Ezras in this game. Like, your Ezra right here is at 360. If you have a 332 and a 331 Great Mothers and Morgan, they're going to outspeed this Ezra. So I do recommend working on your Morgan Elsbeth a little bit. Morgan needs more speed. Yeah. So that's just me. I'm being honest with you about, getting that counter up and running. You have them up and running, so might as well get that team lined up perfectly to take out Ahsoka. It's a good investment, and having a fast Morgan and Great Mother is never going to be a bad call. So I do like that. The next thing I want to check is another fun counter that I've been running lately is going to be your Bo-Katan. What you need to do, if you want to make Bo-Katan able to beat Lord Vader in Kyber 1 without the Terminator level 6, which is gone now, he needs to go second. And I know that's hard because he's an offensive set character. He doesn't have very fast speed. It's going to be hard to achieve, but the ideal turn order is going to be IG, Bam, Bo, and the rest two are filler. He wants to be above 300, which he is. Very good. Yes. Above 300. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 or 5, honestly. So I would definitely work on moving him a little bit faster. It's going to be difficult. I had a hard time doing it. I had to put like 150 offense set on my BAM. It's not that easy. But other than that, Resistance Hero Finn is another great character to have quick and fast. Luthen's another good one. Queen Amidala is very good to have. But let me see if there's anyone here that's particularly looking slow that could use some work. You don't have to really worry about Apple yet because he doesn't have Lord Vader, but he can do pretty well with speed. I don't know how, but my bow has been beating Lord Vader's, I guess, the Rolo Kron carries. Yeah, that Kron is kind of like not really fair to judge because it's so broken it makes the battle easy. Once that Kron goes away, or if you want to use that Kron for other teams to utilize its power even more, Bo, with the right modding and a decent Datacron, should still beat Lord Vader. Should still be able to pull it off. So I just wanted to show you that. In terms of your Datacron farming, I think it's very efficient because you went for the right ones here. You didn't have to get the 15 for Hermit Yoda. You didn't gotta go past 12 for Krennic. So it was very efficient. That's impressive. This I'm not going to judge because I know you're dismantling. Very smart here. Picture perfect. You literally, that is the perfect setup because those level 15s and 9s are not needed at the moment. Here, very good. Very good. You hit the jackpot. You got the best Datacron in the set. I am jealous. Good stuff. Good stuff. You got the best Datacron for the set. So, it looks like you're doing pretty good. You're pretty much similar to me in my Datacron farming. This is more than enough to get you into Kyber 1, which you are in, and where I am, which is practically in the top 200, I'd say, consistently. I don't know where I finished last season, but I'm practically in the top 200 pretty often. So, your Datacron farming is good. I would recommend doing the 50s and the 100s, and yeah. I hope you enjoyed your review, Dusk. You have a great roster, and you're on the really good path, so proud of you. Keep it up, and hopefully we can face one day. I'm sure we're very close, and thanks again. Okay. I think we got 1 or 2 more for the night, guys, because I gotta go to bed. 1 or 2 more for the night. So, Agent Willie, can you please post your ally code? If you post it, make sure you put an X in between the numbers so we can post in chat. And then we'll probably do another roster review stream this week. Yeah, Dusk, anytime. Really appreciate the kind words. Hope everyone is having a good time in the stream. I know it's not a lot of gameplay, but it's good to hang out with you guys. Did the Mace event, doing some roster reviews, so I'm having a fun time. You'll type it? Okay. Bex, can you check my Jedi training array cron before you go? Yeah. Which one? Health, 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 health. It's a lot of health. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there you have it. That's a good one. This is pretty much what you're going to want to... This is pretty much what you're going to want to have for Rey. Or an Ezra or an Ahsoka team. This is pretty nasty. Dusk. Beyond jealous. I wonder if this one's carrying for you. That's sick. I don't know if it's a third one, but... This one has a lot of crit damage. They're all very impressive. Crit damage, crit damage, crit damage, crit damage. That's incredible. 90% health. That's nasty work. You're very efficient with the datacrons, I gotta admit. Alright, let's see. 287 322. Right on GL Ray with Ezra. Oh, 100%. That's what I would do. Dude, your knowledge is super helpful and all your streams raw. Keep it up, brother. Lou Dog, thank you so much for the kind words. I really appreciate it, brother. Alright, this might be the last review for tonight, guys, depending on how I feel. But I do have to get some sleep. We'll do another one this week, I promise. So, starting now. Agent Willie, thank you so much for your generous, excellent donation for the stream and your first roster review. In-game name is Will from the guild Clever Movie Reference. Currently in Bronzium 3, has Kylo and is running Home 1 in Arena. I'm hoping the new ship helps you out. I'm really hoping it helps you out. Let's take a look. 4.8 million galactic power. Love to see that you have a GL at this point, because that means you can utilize Kylo in proving rounds, which is very good to getting the most important units in the game, which are conquest units. So, very good stuff with that. I see you have your Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker up and running, so that makes me think, are you going for JML next? You also have your Leia up and running, so that can mean you're going for Leia next. Or even Jabba. This is actually looking like a Jabba roster. What am I talking about? Are you close to Jabba? You have to be. This looks like a Lightspeed bundle for Jabba. 1, 2, 3. I think these are all the requirements, right? You gotta check Outrider. Outrider looked to be at 7-star. Oh no, Outrider still needs some work. So, you gotta get Outrider to 7-star. That's gonna take you some time. I highly recommend it because that's gonna probably benefit your Home 1 fleet, to be honest with you. And it's needed for Jabba. You're close to Jabba. Nice. So, it looks like you're in the path of, like, Jabba, JML, Leia territory, to be honest with you. Because one of the harder farms for Leia is this. Obviously, there's Nisa. I'm curious to see what your Ewoks are looking like. Okay, Nisa needs work. One away from JML, then going for Cal and Jabba. Oh, you're going for Jedi Knight Cal. Okay. Let's see how your unaligned forces are looking. So here's the thing. Are you going for Cal to be a JML lifter, or are you doing it because your guild wants to get to Zepho? Because, yeah, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis is very good on the JML team. It is technically a tiny lifter, but it's not the biggest thing. Mikey Mike, nice, dude. Congrats. That's awesome. Good stuff. So yeah, Agent Willie, I'm just curious, like, the Jedi Knight Cal Kestis farm it's not bad, but there are tons of other Journey Guide characters that you can go for that are better. You're going for the lifter. That's what I thought. Your guild is close to Rise of the Empire. So, I'm not going to steer you on a different path. In my personal opinion, I would never go for Cal Kestis unless my whole entire guild was joining the pack with me because, yeah, he's good. His team requires a ton of Kyrotech, even at gear 12. And that Kyrotech can be used for other teams that can provide you way more value. So, what I'm going to say is that I'm hoping your guild is following suit with you and going for Cal, or at least you have enough Cal unlocks to get to the planet, which gives you more Kyrotech. So, I just want to throw that out there. JML can still perform very well without Cal Kestis, but I get why he is technically a lifter, a mini lifter for him, but nothing like drastic what like Cat is doing for like Kenobi or Maul is doing for Lord Vader or something like that. So totally understand that. But Jabba's important. Leia is important. It looks like it's gonna be JML, Jabba, Leia. Honestly, those seem to be the next three. What you gotta focus on soon is going to be a GL level fleet. And from what it looks like, you're going pretty hard for Rebels. You might want to consider Profundity over Executor, to be honest with you. Now, what I want to see is what your Rogue One is looking like. You already have Raditz at 7-star. That's a plus. He does need Relic 9. But they just got a very powerful ship. Unless they fix it, it's beating Leviathan. It's crushing Executor. Let's see if you have it unlocked. You should. Yeah, you already have Rogue One unlocked. So, you have the Rebel fleet already at Relics. You might as well go for Profundity. I would say Profundity first over Executor for your particular situation because you have way more. It looks like closer to them. If I go to Empire, let's take a look. Your Piet is, yeah. Personally, I think the first GL fleet for you is Profundity. Just because of how close you are with the Rebels. And you're going to have Outrider. The Relic 9 on Raditz is going to be annoying. That I'll admit. And what's up, Ken? Welcome to the stream. So that's going to be my personal opinion. So just looking at your roster for the next couple paths, JML, Jabba, Leia. In terms of the GLs. That should be your kind of like your order kind of thing. After that, Profundity. Profundity is going to be good for you. Very, very solid. That'll give you a GL level fleet. It's going to allow you to climb even further in Fleet Arena, which is going to get you more crystals and more Zetas. So, you can't go wrong with that. So, that's going to be my character farming path for you, for your next steps. In terms of, we can look at modding. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy for you right now. Modding definitely needs some work. Definitely needs some work. Gotta get more speed. Way more speed. I'm not sure how fast Kylo is. Kylo's good. Kylo's very fast, so. I'm also going for Tales and Night Sisters and Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan. Okay, I mean, the Tales and Night Sisters are not that hard to gear up. That shouldn't be that difficult. They technically have an assault battle, technically. If you get your DACA up high enough, it's pretty good. So, don't go too crazy on them in terms of Kyrotech and Gear 12. I'd rather invest into another team, to be honest with you, but I get it. Padawan, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon are a different story. Those two have an assault battle, and they're very good with Jedi. Now, Mikey Mike, we can give you the last review for the night. Absolutely. But yeah, Padawan, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon are also would be good for you because you can use them with JML. And they're good for Conquest. So that's not a bad idea either. They do require Kyrotech, that's the problem. But they're still good to use, and they're good to have, so. That's going to be my recommendation for modding and characters. Datacrons, don't really worry about, nothing crazy. Ships, I mean, yeah, you gotta you have a finalizer fleet for offense, you got a home run fleet for offense, so you have like multiple fleets you can use. Time to get the GL fleet, brother. Time to get the GL fleet. And the first one I'm thinking is definitely going to be Profundity. So, Agent Willie, I hope you enjoyed your review. I hope that points you in the somewhat right direction. Keep working on mods. Keep doing the marquee events. Looking at the mod store. Getting Jabba is going to help with your mods. Big game changers for your roster. And I hope that helps you in the right direction. So, thank you so much again for your $2 super chat. And we got one more for the night. We have one more. It's going to be Mikey Mike. One more roster review. Mikey Mike, I'm going to look in my Discord and look for some old chats of your ally code. And then I have to get some sleep. Alright, let's see. Where is Mikey Mike? Oh, you made my life easier. Appreciate it. Yeah, Agent Willie, anytime. Okay, last one of the night. Last one of the night. Starting now. We have Mikey Mike. Great supporter of this channel. Longtime member. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. He is an absolute beast. From the guild Suomen Imperium. Kyber 3. Rockin' Executor and Kenobi on defense. Very good stuff. 10.8. What are you missing? It looks like you're missing Ahsoka and Hondo, which are the two most brand new GLs, so not the end of the world. But I'm liking your top half of your roster. It's looking kind of sick, actually. You said you were thinking about shifting towards Great Mothers real soon, but let's take a look at the bottom half of the roster, because it has been a minute. Great Mothers are very good. Very good to have. You know me. I'm a big Night Sister fan. So the plus to them is you get a GL killing team. They're a requirement for Balin. So that's always a positive with Great Mothers. So you got to work on her and her. Let's take a look at the rest of your Night Sisters before we even contemplate Great Mothers. Okay, so you have a Relic 1 Night Trooper. Your Spirit is already at Relics. So even if you got one A and B up and running, you could even, that's number 3, that's number 4, and you can even throw in Zombie or Acolyte as the 5th in the meantime until you finish out the team. So Great Mothers is not a bad next step. But before I commit to like recommending that, is I want to see the rest of what you're missing. I'm seeing Ahsoka, wouldn't worry about it. You're missing Afra. I'd rather get Balin and Great Mothers over Afra. You are missing Gungans. Wouldn't recommend Gungans over them. Leviathan's a different story. Leviathan's very important. I do like Leviathan. So you might want to work on your shorty. Pirates, it's going to take a while for them to be free to play. So don't worry about Pirates yet. Do not worry about these 3. They're not going to do much for you at the moment. Do not worry about these 3. This one, on the other hand, hurts me. This hurts my soul. Because if you have the Unaligned Force User team up and running, I'm going to be really... Where's Seer? Yeah, we need to get Malicos. We need to get Malicos up. You have the team. Besides Cal, but you have the team. You could do Seer, Malicos, Starkiller, Crew, and Maul. Oh, man. He's so good, Mikey Mike. Oh. Sharding for Leviathan currently. Malicos is coming soon as well. Okay, cool. He's on the horizon. That makes me happy. So Malicos is one of the bottom ones where I'm thinking, like, okay, he should be worked on. So, Leviathan, good. Malicos, good. Great Mother's good. Morgan, good. All for the Balin farm. So, me personally, your next paths could be continue to farm Leviathan shards. As you're farming Leviathan shards, work on your Great Mother team. You can work on Balin simultaneously because it's a one single node. Yeah, I'm going to say Balin, Leviathan, anything. I wouldn't worry about the new Bad Batch. Wouldn't worry about Pirates yet. Don't. Queen Amidala is there. Queen Amidala, I would work on. Do I disregard Great Mothers until I finish Malicos? I'm going to say yes, because that is going to complete a team. You want to complete the team. So Malicos, if you get him up and running, will complete the Unaligned Force User team. Yeah, you're going to be without Cal, but you could still slot in Maul, Crew, Star Killer, even Mara Jade or something. There are options. Jedi Training Ray, you have options to fill in that team. So if you bring in Malagos, the team is mostly complete. The second thing I saw, which I'm not realizing till now, is Queen Amidala. We gotta talk about this. Because, let's see your Padawan Obi-Wan. They're at 5. You have Queen Amidala. This is the 3rd best conquest character in the game. You might even want to consider finishing her first before Malagos. She's probably better in Grand Arena than Malagos, and it pains me to say that because I love Malagos. But yeah, she's pretty important. So if you get her up and running, you're completing a second team. So Malagos and Queen are like essentials. Very important. Queen Amidala and Poncho Bros are my current goal. Oh yeah, that's good. They're good. I hear you, Shadow. Yeah, those are, it's important. Queen Amidala and Malagos, good. After those two are done, not the end of the world not to have them. I mean, she's needed for Leviathan, so you're gonna need her up and running anyway. But 1, 2, and then 3. I think that's pretty important. As you're doing that, continue your Leviathan. This is going to take some time. That's going to take some time. And that's going to take some time. So you're still a little bit away from Leviathan. But you can start to work on some other projects until then. You already have Profundity unlocked. Nice. So you get to utilize Rogue One with it. Not going to be able to take out Leviathan at 4-star. But still, you can take out Executor. No problem. So you have your Executor counter. Executor's up and running. Good stuff. I want to take a look at your Datacrons. So, you're probably dismantling, I think. I don't know if you're heavily investing into Datacrons. Okay, you're not investing as heavily into them. If you want to punch up a little bit, you might want to start doing the 50s in Conquest. I don't know if you do. If you don't want to do 350 refreshes, at least do 2. I would do at least 100 refreshes in Conquest. Like 100 energy or crystals. To get this up and running a little bit more. You definitely want to spice up the Datacrons a little bit. But it's still impressive. That's only if you want to progress more in Kyber. The more Datacrons you invest in, the more you're going to climb. So I just want to make that a point that the more Datacrons, the better. In terms of speed, let's take a look-see. 287. 300. So 1, 2, 3. 3 rows. I think this is improved from last time. I'm not going to lie. I remember you not having 3 rows. So I'm happy you are improving your mods. They're getting better. I haven't been hurting for Kyrotech for quite some time. So my options are always open. Okay, that's good. I think what I said before, like Queen Amidala, Malagos, Great Mothers, and then Leviathan is a great farming path for you because you're still a little bit away. But in the meantime, you can start to work on some mods for your roster, work on Datacrons. I think that'd be pretty good. Getting ready to move, so I've been neglecting Swoga. Hey, life comes first, Mikey Mike. Do not worry. This is a secondary option. This is for fun, so don't put pressure on yourself. Just trying to help you optimize your time as best as I can with your roster and make sure you can have as much fun with these characters and do the best in Grand Arena. So that's why I'm here to just help and guide you. But yeah, looks like you got the right characters up and running. Definitely continue to work, regardless of where you are in the game. If you have all really good mods or not good mods, mods are never going to end. It's a constant grind. You have to. I'm here to remind you how it's important to unlock and utilize your mods. So that's going to pretty much be my recommendation for you. You know, keep building up speeds on this guy. I would like 300 speed on Hux. It's very nice to have. Your clones are fast, which is nice for your Lord Vader. Let's see how fast your Ezra. Alright, 364. Not terrible. Not terrible. I had to sell my house to afford to keep up with the meta. Oh my god. Could you freaking imagine? Could you imagine? I wonder if there's players that have ever done that. But Mikey Mike, that's going to be my review for you. A little bit of a path going forward for your count. You're doing great. So keep up the really good work. Very proud of what you've done so far. So appreciate the support, and I hope you enjoyed your review. And that is pretty much going to conclude the stream. So I want to just quickly thank everyone that tuned in today for the discussion about Relic Delta, the Master Mace unlock, and all the roster reviews. Thank you to everyone that tuned in today. Thank you to all the people that donated and all my channel members. Shadow, I freaking love you, brother. You're amazing. Everyone that got a review that's a member. All of it. Luxray, if you want a review next time, please let me know. You are a channel member. You're more than entitled for a review. But Shadow, Mikey Mike, Dusk, Agent, Willie, all you guys, great. B-Wing kit read before you leave. Oh, I could do that quick. Hold on. Let me move this over and see if it'll work. It's going to be bright. Hold on. Let's see. The screen's going to be really bright. Let me see if this works. Alright, where are we? How do I do this? Shadow is the GOAT. Sorry, Vex. Don't worry. Appreciate it, man. Always appreciate your content. Oh, thank you. You'll stay for the wing? Hold on, let me see. Studio mode. Let's see. If I go... Alright, let's see if this works. You guys can see the screen? Let's look at the kit. It's being piloted by Drogon, by the way. So Drogon is... Nice. Drogon is going to be the pilot for the ship. So that's pretty interesting. We all have him up and running, so that's pretty cool. Alright, let's take a look at this kit. He's an attacker. It looked like I saw from up top. Rebel attacker for Home 1. That's pretty cool. New effect. I want to go right into the kit. Deal physical damage to target enemy with a 20% chance to target lock them for one turn. 100% if the allied capital ship is Home 1. So that's pretty much a guaranteed target lock if Home 1 is the commander. And it doesn't say it has to be on their turn. So there's a lot of assist with Home 1. So it looks like it's going to be 100% target lock on an out of a turn attack, which is pretty cool. What's up, Wishy Washy? Is Home 1 the best capital ship without profundity? I have the profundity fleet, but not the capital ship. I think endurance is, but that could change after this ship. 100%. We're gonna have to find out. If the allied capital ship is Home 1, Rebel B-Wing gains offense up for one turn. That's pretty big. Target lock. Inflict invasion down to target enemy for one turn. So they're going to really try to neuter evasion down. I wonder if that's going to stop like Radis. Blockade Buster. That's a pretty cool animation. I'm not going to lie. Try spinning. That's a cool trick. Pretty cool. Deal physical damage to all enemies and inflict them with accuracy down and defense down for 2 turns. Rebel B-Wing dispels all debuffs on itself and gains protection up 10% for 2 turns. If the allied capital ship is Home 1, call a random ally with defense up to assist, dealing 50% less damage, granting that assisting ally critical damage up. Okay, that is interesting. So it's a big AoE. It's applying debuffs. It has a cleanse and gains protection up. And you're calling a random ally to assist and they're gaining critical damage up. That's a pretty strong ability, I'm not going to lie. And you're putting daze on all enemies with target lock. So if Home 1 starts the battle with a mass swarm, and you do that ability, you're going to have an AoE kind of daze kind of thing, possibly. That's pretty strong. Good target lock synergies. Composite beam laser, cooldown of 5. Another AoE, wow. Deal physical damage. I really like this ability, by the way. The animations are really cool. Deal physical damage to all enemies, and Rebel B-Wing gains critical damage up for 2 turns. Big critical damage buff synergies. If the allied capital ship is home 1, inflict evasion down on all enemies for 1 turn. They're really trying to stop evasion. This must be for Radis. If target enemy is already inflicted with evasion down, ability block them for 1 turn instead and deal 100% bonus damage. Wow, this ship's gonna hit like a truck. This ability starts on cooldown. If the allied capital ship is home 1, the cooldown of this ability is reduced by 1 at the start of the battle. This is pretty good. I'm liking this. I hope it's a Cantina Farm 2, Agent Willie. This is going to be very good. Tactical maneuver. At the start of battle, if the allied capital ship is home 1, gain 10% max health until the end of battle. Whenever Rebel B-Wing is damaged by an enemy, gain 25% turn meter and retribution for 2 turns. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Whenever Rebel B-Wing attacks out of turn, reduce all cooldowns on home 1, excluding call reinforcements by 1. You don't want to hit this ship when it has retribution. Whenever Rebel B-Wing gains Master Plan, all Rebel allies gain 25% crit chance stacking for the rest of the encounter. Whenever Master Plan expires, Rebel B-Wing gains Tactical Supremacy for 2 turns. That's what Trench gets, right? That's sick. I wish B-Wing had one of those abilities to destroy an enemy capital ship. I wish. Let's check out the reinforcement. Grant Rebel allies advantage and defense up for 1 turn. If the allied capital ship is home 1 and there are no deployed scoundrel allies, grant home 1 a bonus turn and their cooldowns are reset, excluding call reinforcements. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, guys. I'm not going to lie. That's a great ship. It's a huge damage dealer. All we need now is Red 5 to make home 1 meta. They could be gearing it that way. They could very well be gearing it that way. Yeah, trench buff, yeah. Guys, very good fleet, very good ship. This might be a ship where the star count matters for the attacker. Not going to lie, the stars might matter for this fleet in terms of damage scaling. I'm going to test it out when it comes out, but this could very well be determined by star count. Very, very cool kit. I do like it, guys. I do like it. Gives crit... What is the condition for the Millennium Falcon to gain a bonus turn with its first special? I'd have to double check it. It said something about a scoundrel ally, so... Let me see. Ships... It's not going to like it when Han is on the field. It's pretty much going to shut down something. But I'm thinking you're going to use this with Raven's Claw and have a pretty good time. Raven's Claw is going to have a use. I actually haven't even farmed this on my alt account. TD11, what's going on? Right at the end. Right at the end. And it's pretty cool that Drogon is the commander, because everyone's going to have Drogon up and running because of Leia, so... But, unfortunately, guys, I do have to call the stream. It's getting late. I have to go to work early tomorrow, so... Again, hope you guys enjoyed that kit preview of the B-Wing. Pretty cool ship. Thank you guys again for tuning in. There'll be another roster review stream this week sometime, so... Appreciate everyone again for tuning in, all the donators, all the subs. Love you guys. Appreciate you all. May the force be with you all, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace out, guys.